going on, Jerome's? So a lot of the offseason talkers was about J.J. McCarthy and Kevin O'Connell in the offense, of course, Justin freaking Jefferson, blah, 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 blah. But said all offseason, what's intriguing to me is that D. How about that D, baby? So Brian Flores in year 3 has completely changed the game on that side of the ball, converted to a 3-4, and is probably the most complex defense in the National Football League, and bringing that heat, bringing the best out of everyone, and it's something I love, right? So the Vikings last year were 5th in points. They were 1st on turnovers. They're 4th on 3rd down. They got after that ass. They're 1st in blitz, 5th in pressures, partridge and pear tree, all that stuff, right? So if and when the Vikings are going to win a Super Bowl, I mean, the defense is going to be a major part of it. So, I thank you for changing my life. Yeah, I'm just a football coach. And also, on paper, on purposes, defense got better. Again, I will go to the mat with this. The cornerback room got better, and also the defensive line. Allen and Hargrave, maybe Christian Wilkins. So the defensive line certainly is where it needs to be, pass rushing wise. And maybe we don't blitz as much. We probably will, but who knows? But long story longer, Will Raggets over at Sports Illustrated did a fantastic piece talking about that D, baby. That's right. Vikings training camp day 2, It probably shouldn't come as a surprise that through 2 days of training camp, the Vikings defense appears to be pretty far ahead of the offense. Now, that generally holds true for all teams across the league, where the defense is locked in, good to go, but the offense takes some time to get up to speed. Like a lot of defense around the NFL, like the Vikings defense could play today, right? The offense, you'll probably need some time to gel and all that stuff, right? Brian Flores is now in his 3rd season as Minnesota's defensive coordinator, and many of his key players have been in the scheme since he arrived. Others are now in their 2nd year, like Cashman. I mean, the fact that Cashman came in and was a green dot in year 1, pretty damn impressive. And even some of the newcomers seem to have picked things up quickly over the course of the offseason. Meanwhile, the Vikings are breaking in an offense with a new starting quarterback and a new backup, as well as some new pieces on the offensive line and elsewhere. Plus, I love the basically back-to-back pick sixes against Howell and Brett Rippon-Ass. It was great. Expected or not, my main takeaway from Thursday's practice was how impressive the defense already looks. On a beautiful 80-degree day at TCO Performance Center Bar and Grill, Flores' group appeared to be in mid-camp form, if not regular season, to begin already. Waiting all day for Monday night. Wait, no. Whatever. That was also the case on Wednesday when they snagged a pair of pick sixes on the first day of camp, which makes you feel good about McCarthy and Brosmer. They didn't throw a pick 6 that day. The lone interception on Thursday went to 14th year safety Harrison Smith, the league's active leader in picks by a healthy margin. In a 7-on-7 period, he snagged a J.J. McCarthy pass that deflected off of Lucky Jackson's hands. I blame Lucky Jackson. I mean, Kevin O'Connell broke it down. It's like, it is what it is. Then in humorous Smith fashion, proceeded to lateral to teammate Jay Ward shortly thereafter. Also, Jay Ward getting run with Harrison Smith? Let's go. Carry on my Jay Ward son. So many different members of the first-team defense stood out at least once. Jonathan Allen, Javon Hargrave, Harrison Phillips blew up run plays and got into the backfield. Now, it can be hard to establish yourself and impress in this part of camp. I mean, it's literally practice, too. There's no pads, but, I mean, just penetration is great. Phrasing. But This is my absolute favorite. Javonte Williams did this with the Cowboys, where they take a 3-yard loss in the backfield, but since there's no tackling and limited contact, they busted out for a 40-yard run, and all the fans are like, yeah, even though, yes, it would have been a 3-yard loss. He would have been tackled 4 times on this run. It'd been good. Jonathan Grenard roasted tackles with speed off the edge. Blake Cashman burst unblocked through a gap on a blitz. That would have been a sack. Where Pace Jr. did the same off a stunt. I feel like Cashman and Pace are 2 of the best blitzing off balls in the league. So it's a good defense to do that in. Isaiah Rodgers made a great play to break up a McCarthy back shoulder ball intent for Rondale Moore, who at 5'7" probably won't be the recipient of many back shoulder targets in game action. Hey, Rondale, we're going to throw you the fade. Hey, Brandon Powell, we're going to have you do the tush push. The Vikings were 2nd in defensive DVOA last season. I don't think there's any question that they got better, at least on paper. Woo, woo. over the course of the offseason. That doesn't guarantee more dominance this season, but it's hard not to get excited about a defense that has a chance to be incredible up front with Allen, Hargrave, Phillips, Wilkins, Grenard, Andrew Van Ginkel, Diamond Dallas Turner, Cashman, and Pace. If the secondary reaches its potential, Flores could be cooking with all kinds of gas this season. And, of course, like I said, I think the cornerback room got better. And safety-wise, I think Theo Jackson, Beasley, it's a wash, essentially. And you look at this defense where not only like talent-wise across the board, especially pass rush on the defense, but a lot of versatility. I think you're going to see a lot of even front, so 2 or 4 down linemen. I think you're going to see a lot of bluff, a lot of feints, a lot of crowding line of scrimmage, where a lot of disguise, a lot of mugging, where a lot of these guys, like Raggett said, have been in this defense for 2-3 seasons, and all of that continuity pays off, where you don't have to learn a brand new scheme every offseason. You don't have to learn a brand new verbiage and language and all that stuff. And I feel like with Flores, like, the heat is absolutely going to be on. It is. Plus, schedule-wise, I mean, the Vikings got a tough schedule, yes, but also they have to go up against the Vikings defense. So, yeah, we've got Penix Jr., yes, Burrow and Chase, it's going to be great. Aaron Rodgers, sure, the reigning defending Super Bowl champions. Herbert and Najee Harris, if you can see by then. The Lions twice. The Ravens and Lamar. Of course, Flores has a good track record against Lamar. Then you got the Packers, Jordan Love, whatever. Those ugly-ass uniforms. Sammy D and the Seahawks. I don't know. Maybe Jalen Moreau will be starting by then. I don't know. Jaden Daniels, superstar. The Cowboys are also a team. Yeah, so obviously this defense is going to step up, and they're going to have to unleash the fury. It's going to be good. But overall, like, again, very selfish. Like, if it doesn't work out for Flores again in the head coaching interviews, if he's back for year 4, make him the highest paid coordinator in. Well, so first, I know there's a lot of comments like, well, just make him assistant head coach. That title means nothing. No one cares. It's about the cash. It's about the cash. So make him the highest paid coordinator in the league, and then just go from there. I mean, assistant head coach. That's so demeaning. Like, he basically is the head coach of the defense. And also, major props to Kevin O'Connell for bringing aboard someone with head coaching experience, someone who has had strong like Brian Flores as a rival for power. You know, a lot of coaches very insecure in their spot wouldn't have done that. But Kevin O'Connell, after year 1 with Donishell, was just like, Flores is my guy. We're changing this up. Do not care that I could be setting up a palace coup, and they could go with Flores, and I could be out. But I just love Brian Flores. I love this defense. And, wasn't around for the Purple People Leaders, was around for the Williams Wall, sort of youngish. The Zimmer years were great for a while, but going in every single week and having a different scheme where it just isn't the same old, and you have something new and exciting, and you have playmakers across every single level, every single position of this defense, and a creative defensive coordinator who's just going to do weird, wacky things that's going to be copied around the league. Everything's coming up Millhouse. Like, hey, the offensive line, McCarthy, don't get me wrong, super fired up, but this defense, this freaking defense, let's go, man. Let's just go. Anyways, your thoughts are thoughts. Florida's defense is fired up. They're ready to go. Let us know. Comment section. You guys are the best. You know what to do. Skull production value.